explaining protein synthesis.
Transcription starts off with the antisense strand and the sense strand. The antisense strand runs from a 5 to 3, and the sense strand runs from 3 to 5. The process starts off with initiation. This is when a promoter finds the ta-ta box on the sense strand. Once it finds the ta-ta box, an RNA polymerase will then come through the strand and start elongation. This is where it goes through and breaks up the strand, and following it, it creates mRNA. Once mRNA is made, polymerase leaves, and the mRNA leaves, and then the DNA closes back up. Once the mRNA comes out of the DNA, it is still in the premature phase and must go into a mature phase. To do this, the mRNA will locate its introns and extrons. Introns are DNA that do not code for anything and therefore are not needed in this case, and therefore will go out. Extrons are DNA that code for proteins, and they will come together. Introns will stay in the nucleus while the extrons will move out. In this case, let's say this is our DNA now with just extrons. Before it can move out of the nucleus, it must add a 5' methyl cap to the 5' side and a poly A tail to the 3' side. Once it has these components, it is now mature mRNA and can leave the nucleus. For translation, we start off with the mature mRNA in the cytoplasm. What it will do is it will use its 5' cap to look for ribosomes. For this demonstration, we're going to change out the mRNA to this so that it's easy to see the codons. Once the mRNA finds the ribosomes, it's going to attach to them with a ribosome on the bottom and on the top. The top ribosomes are going to have the A, P, and E site. Once the codon for the start, AUG, enters the P site, tRNA that has been in the cytoplasm will come into the P site. It has an anticodon that codes with AUG, and on the tRNA it has an amino acid. As it codes, another tRNA is going to come into the A site to code for the next codon. Once the two are together, a peptide bond is then going to form between them. The peptide bond is made, and the amino acid in the P site will then come off. This tRNA will then move to the E site, and the other one will move to the P site. The next tRNA will move into the A site, and the mRNA will move down. The tRNA in the E site will then leave and go back into the cytoplasm. The process will start over again. Again, the process is done. The amino acid comes off, and the tRNA move along. At the end of the mRNA, there's a codon that will make it stop. The tRNA will come in, telling it without an amino acid to not do anything. Once this happens, a release factor will come in, it'll split the mRNA from the ribosomes, the tRNA will go through the E site, and then you will have your peptide bond amino acids.